Joyquilts. We're doing the final border on this quilt. The outside border has got two different borders on it because on the side, if you can see to your right, it's a little narrow. She did a single border. She did a double border on the other side. So what we've done now is we've repeated the first swirl border, and then we're just going to add a row of butterflies. So I'm just going to pull up the bottom thread. And press go. So now it's going to stitch that row of butterflies in between the actual center of the quilt and the outside border. We always figure if a quilt has a border, then it should have a different quilting pattern in it. It just makes sense. You don't want to be repeating the same thing edge to edge all the time. It's fine if it's a row by row or something that doesn't have a border in an edge to edge quilt. But if you have something that has a special border, it should get a special treatment. So that's basically why we call ourselves custom quilters, because we do that. And that is part of our service. So we're going to watch it go a little bit along here, and then we'll try and zoom in so you can see the final picture of how these three things kind of intersect and form a completed quilt. So the way this was done was we digitized the outside border and then added the inside border, did them separately, took them back into the software because we split them in the middle so that they would be balanced on each end, took them into the software individually, saved them, brought them back out into the Bernina program and stuck them both on the quilting surface, set our safe area, upper left, lower right. In this case, it is 3 inches, 3.5 inches and 6 inches, so that's 9.5 altogether is your design area. So then we just kind of messed with it a little bit, stretched it to fit, and left them as two separate entities, but they do fit in one hooping. So what happens is when it gets to the end, it asks you to pull up the bobbin thread, and then it will continue and start the second row. If we had joined the two rows, then it would stitch a line from the first row to the second row, which we don't want. So it's easier to bring them in separately, just have them in the same design area, and then just treat it like two rows that would fit in one hooping, or one turn of the hoop, I guess you call it. So this is actually going to be the top and bottom of the quilt. She wanted it a little longer than she wanted it wide, so this is kind of a interesting thing to put in. So I've got a row of butterflies. So what we're going to do when we do the other side, the other border, is roll the entire quilt all the way along, flip the borders upside down to what they are right now, and stitch them so all the points of the wings of the butterflies will face in, and the heads of them and other wing will face out. So it looks more symmetrical. It's kind of a short video. I just wanted to show you how we incorporate another border between the outside of the quilt border and the inside of the quilt center. It's just to drop another border in there. Sometimes it's a little more work, but it's well worth it. It really does look a lot better. And that's going to be it for this one.